28 young Biafrans in my house on 14th of September of 2017. The man that Ipob and the zoo police have brought back to kidnap, to terrorize, and to kill our people. So I'm going to come to Anambra in a short while. Therefore, those of us in Abia State must be very, very careful. Very, very careful, because I have a series of announcements to make. This very man, we are going to find him. I am announcing it because I think that my appearance at The Hague is long overdue. It is way, way, way long overdue, because before I do anything in life, if Britain respects me for one thing, is because anything I'm going to do, I warn you in advance before I do it. So when I do it, you know it's me. I have no need to hide, because I'm not a terrorist. I don't need to hide what I'm doing. This very man, we are going to find him and set an example with him. His name is Edoziem. I want his pictures everywhere. The picture of his wife, his extended family, his children. We are going to hunt them down, all of them. We are going to set an example with this idiot, that the world may understand how angry we are. This idiot is responsible because they allowed him to get away scot-free. That is why he can come to mouth rubbish on the piece of newspapers. We want to let these idiots know that they too, they bleed and they will die. His name is Edoziem. He is the AIG of police in Zone 9. We will find him, we will find his family. I swear to God Almighty in heaven, that Hague, I want to go there and give evidence. And the time has come. I want to find him. Wherever we see him, he's going to die. This is the man that killed my parents. It was the idiot that instigated the raid on my house on September the 14th. They have brought him back. He went on to boast. I am letting all our men on the ground understand this very, very carefully. The time for us to die has come. To die for what we believe in, that posterity may remember us. This very man went on to say, they know we will strategically confront hoodlums. We will go back to those days when Abia was hell for criminals, when he came to my house to kill me. This man is still alive, and that is why he's still talking. We shall take the war to him in Abia State. Since that is what they want, we shall give it to them. Man said he is going to expand his strategies that he used in abduction and in killings, extrajudicially, of course, to all the states that comes under his control. He's a Biafran. Treat him the way that traitors are treated right all over the world since the inception of the history of man. Anywhere you have traitors, you don't allow them to survive. They cannot survive. I am warning him in advance. That's what I do. Don't say what you're going to say. Get away from my face, you're an idiot. You don't tell me what to do. I want this Okon to understand that he has war on his hands, since that is what he wants. We are going to give it to him. Unless he is removed from his position within 14 days, arrested and prosecuted for mass slaughter in my house on the 14th of September 2017. That is for Abia State. And I include Ipob in it. Ipob, if you do not remove this idiot, if this fool, if one single soul is abducted from Abia State by this criminal, believe you me, hell and brimstone will rain down inside of mine. I can assure you of that. And I'm sure some of you know what we can do. I'm sure you understand that by now. I am this very man. We are going to find him, not just him and his family. We will find his children wherever they are in the world. It's an assignment to the whole Ipob family all over the world. Find this man, his wife, and his children. Find them wherever they are. I take it one more. I want to let this man understand that we are insane. Example with this idiot. Wike is no longer sleeping in government house. He's running from one barracks. I will find him as well. This idiot, all of you fools, all of you idiots from the east that the Fulani are using, you idiots that cannot reason, you fools that cannot reason. All of you, including your so-called stupid governors, is this an Abia State? I am going to move to Anambra in a minute. Anytime people come to our land kill us and we allow them to go scot-free, it encourages other people to do the same. That's the way the Fulanis operate. Anytime one governor kills, and you allow that governor to kill our people, it emboldens the rest to start to kill our people as well. We must take the war to them. We must take the war to these people. Wherever they are seen in the public, we stone them. Anywhere we find them, we will go to jail. We will die, but they too will die. And their families. Because they don't understand civility. They don't understand petition. They don't understand civil protest. They are not human beings. Unleash our madness not tomorrow but now on all these people that are making our lives hell. The police and the army, they go about kidnapping and killing people. Nobody says anything. That is why I despise the brain of a black man. Always gravitating towards evil. This man came to my hand killed in 2017 and went scot-free. That is why the bastard can come back and be mouthing all this rubbish. We must find him and his family. Hiding in the world, we must find them. We want all the major papers in the world to report what happened to Ogun. We want them to report it. Understand, vengeance belongs to God and to God alone. The author that is responsible for the death of my parents and 28 of our young men on the 14th of September 2017 must be found. You see him in public, you attack him. Let that hell fall down on this very earth now, not tomorrow. I'm not waiting for tomorrow. I am giving OKZ, as the governor of Abia State and the international community, only 14 days to arrest and prosecute this man, or else the gates of hell will be opened on Abia State. Floodgates of hell will be opened in Abia State. That thing they want, they will get it. I repeat, only 14 days. Move this idiot from office and prosecute him. He must be arrested. He is the one responsible for the death of my parents. This man must be found and arrested. Wherever he is, we must find the wife and the children of this bastard. We must find him. And find him immediately, I said. He is an order, a direct order to the entire family all over the world. We will find this man and his family. I set an example with them, that the world may know how insane we are. This very idiot is walking about freely and talking rubbish because we allowed him to live. Because we allowed him to live. The secret abduction and execution of Biafrans going on in Anambra State must stop also. Obiano announced his rubbish yesterday. We must take the war to these people. They are evil. They are evil beyond compare. And we must warn them they can never win. They are fighting against their own people. They are not going to win. They can never ever win. Army and police, DSS and army are now renting accommodation, especially around the Navy. They are using youth corpers in Anambra State to act as informants for them. Obiano is the one at the helm of this rubbish. They are organizing themselves in such a way that they can deplete the number of our men at the Executive. It was under Obiano that men died at Ipob without provocation. All of you have idiotically forgotten. All you evil black people, you people that Lucifer are using as instruments. You children of darkness from Africa, wicked, evil people. You were there when over 500 people were massacred under Obiano at Ipob. You have all forgotten. Rubbish about unknown gunmen attacking police. You people, what did you say when men were slaughtered at Ipob? You did nothing. A man must be at alert. Must be at alert. From now, no sleeping. All the young men in Biafraland, no sleeping. Every night you organize yourselves to defend your towns and your villages. DSS and the army are renting houses in and around Anambra State, patrolling in the daytime, abducting in the middle of the night. Because of that, from now, I am telling Obiano from now, I don't want to see or hear that there is any movement of vehicle in Anambra State from 12 midnight to 5 o'clock every day from tonight. 12 midnight to night. Any car that I see in Anambra State, any car moving from 12 midnight will be destroyed, and all occupants will be destroyed, all of them, from tonight. Let me say how you're going to die your kidnapping and die your abduction. Now, this immediately from this minute. 12 midnight every day until further notice. From 12 midnight to 5 a.m. in the morning, I don't want to hear that there is any vehicular movement in Abia State and in Anambra State. No movement of vehicle. Now listen, if your brother, your auntie, your sister is a taxi driver, or they have their own private vehicles, I said there will be no movement of any vehicle. Go and tell the Nigeria Union of Road Transport Workers, even tell Union of Journalists. I do not want to hear that there is any vehicle on the road from 12 midnight, starting from tonight, 22nd of April, 2021, until further notice. No movement of vehicle from 12 midnight to 5 in the morning. Let me see how they're going to abduct. And every night, because if we allow the Fulani people to succeed in what they plan to do, we are finished. They have come before time. They are using Okezi Bazu. They are using all these wicked and evil people you call your governors. Hope Uzodema. Perpetrate this like these people never. I never heard Obiano come out to condemn Miyetiala when they were ravaging Tunukofia. I never heard Obiano come out to say that what is happening is bad. When Miyetiala Fulani terrorists, we are sacking villages in Ayambalum until we met them. None of them has ever come out to condemn the massacre of their own people. None. But when it comes to fighting their own people, they are number one champions. Them and anybody supporting them. All of them, we are prepared to die. Don't get me wrong. Yes, we are. But you evil people working for Fulani Janjaweed without shame, you idiots, allowing cattle rearers to be controlling your brain, you idiots will die as well. Check that one. Evil. From tonight, try me and see. Let me hear tomorrow there was a vehicle in Anambra State 12 midnight. God will punish the driver and everybody that the idiot is carrying. I said no vehicle. I don't want to see or hear any vehicle from tonight. Before I notice. Every landlord in Anambra State must do an audit as to those who are living in their houses. Every landlord in Anambra, I said, if you give your house to Army or DSS, and from your house, our people are abducted, what will happen to that landlord and the family in Tunragasugu? I'm warning you now so you understand. Our madness gone. I am warning all of you, every landlord, do not give house to anybody. Yes, you know who that person is and what they are doing. I am warning all of you. You know, I don't care. You can be lamenting and talking your rubbish when they call you inside that rock to be talking rubbish every day. We don't give a damn. We are warning you. You are placing our land in danger. You are placing our land in danger. Because of our activities, we truncated the plan of the Fulanis to start your mass murder in 2022. That's what they plan to do, to take over the entire land and render all of you homeless. We have paid our own price in terms of sweat and blood to defend all of you. Now, the time has come for all of you to try and help the whole of Biafraland. Tonight, young men will not sleep. Come out at the starting of every road that leads to every populated area under human habitation to make sure that appropriate roadblocks are put in place to slow them down so we can catch them and kill them. What I want you to do, don't do anything. Slow them down only. Everywhere. Podcast this morning must take very, very seriously. Anambra State is a hotbed of Fulani abduction and execution of our people. We can't allow it to continue. Obiano is held responsible personally. Obiano, from today onwards, anywhere you are seen in the public, you'll be attacked. It doesn't matter. Even when you leave office, it will be worse for you. An enemy of the people, now and forevermore, I'm telling you this, before God and before man. Never ever be forgiven for your treachery and your wickedness. When our sister was killed at Uli and her body cut into pieces, Obiano, what did you do? You did absolutely nothing. Not ashamed of yourself that you are organizing with your Fulani friends to come and be abducting your own people. Yourself. Any landlord that gives accommodation, his house or her house to a Fulani person, to an army personnel, to somebody who works for the police or DSS. Nonsense must stop. All this nonsense must stop. Living in a country where Fulani, they not only are they the terrorists, they are the ones in control of the power. A terrorist is a minister in Nigeria. You cannot even rise up and condemn such a person. Ibazu cannot rise up to condemn them. A terrorist is a minister, Pantami or whatever they call the job, is a minister in the government of Nigeria. A terrorist is there as a serving minister. I'm not asking you to even arrest him or to imprison him without trial, as they do to freedom fighters. I want to remove the idiot from office, you useless, idiotic Nigerians, you monkeys from Africa, you black demons cannot even do it. You cannot do it. I tell you that Satan dwells in a black person. When you see people fighting for their freedom, everybody starts to talk rubbish, talk nonsense. A terrorist is a minister in your country. You cannot speak. He used to tell me that Ogon can come to my land. The death of my parents, to be telling me he's going to kill more people. The day he buries his own children, he will understand how painful it is. Since they want madness, we give them madness. That's what they want, and we're going to give it to them. In abundance, I'm telling you the truth. When you killed 5 million of us between 66 and 1970, did we not multiply to still become the most populous group? It doesn't matter how many you abduct, how many you kill. Our mothers will give birth to many more. I assure you. But I am letting you understand that your name will be shut down. It will be closed down completely. From tonight, I don't want to hear lamentation. I don't want to see or read in the Facebook. They're here, they're abducting us. No, kill them. And the army and the police in your village, kill all of them. And they're killers. Them. Because it seems a black man, when you're trying to be very civil, doing things the normal way, they don't understand. The Shoji, they never understand. They think you're weak. You've been keeping quiet all this while. Obiano things out. I killed you at Mpoaton, I can kill you again. Obiano, you also a dead man walking. For that comment you made yesterday, for the dead man walking, and from today I'm announcing there will be an election in Anambra State. Every edifice of election in Anambra State will be destroyed. I'm warning you in advance. There will be no election. Come out and campaign. Come out and campaign. There will be no campaign in Anambra State. Everybody will stay at home. Come out and campaign. There will be no campaign in Anambra State. But evil. You claim you're elected to represent the people, but you're there serving Fulani interest. Obiano, all the years that the Fulanis have been killing us, what have you done? I'm asking you. Is to go and bring in Fulani mercenaries to be giving them houses in Anambra State. Any vehicle you see from tonight, 12 midnight to 5, destroy it completely. That is the time they move about abducting people. And we keep quiet. All I hear is that they're abducting us. What stops you young people from, once you see them coming around 4 a.m. in the morning, you block every exit. Set it on fire. Exhaust all the ammunition that they have, then we capture them alive and cut off their heads, all of them. That's how to fight Fulani. You think Fulani listens to argument or reason? These are savages from hell. You think they have time to listen to reason? Is that what you think? You and Fulani can sit down and debate, and have a debate, have a discussion. People that jettisoned every law that they themselves made. They abandoned because they want to conquer you. Useless people doing the work of Fulani for them. Out of your idiocy and your brutality. These are the fools telling us Fulani Janjaweed. People that are not even indigenous to Nigeria. They came from the foothills of the Futajalon. As migrants, they came into Hausa people foolishly allowed them. And look at how everybody is suffering today. Hausa people foolishly allowed Fulani to take them over. So today we are suffering because of the foolishness of Hausa peasants. The same foolishness that Obiano is exhibiting today. And that idiot in Ebonyi. That idiot in Ebonyi. That fool. That fool. They are telling us Buhari cannot be bullied. There is no Buhari, or mind you. Have you been to my Twitter page to see what I wrote about the ear of the idiot? People that, seriously speaking, I used to read in books. White people are the most honest people in the world. I'm saying it now. You see, Oyibo, white people, Caucasians, are the most straightforward, honest people in the world. That is the reason why God blessed them. Anything they touch turns into gold. White people are the most honest people on this planet Earth. That is why they are blessed. That is why they can go to the moon. They can go to Mars. They can go anywhere they want to go to. They invent things. Also cause one be envy, greed, and jealousy boiling in a black man, in a black woman every day, every blessed day. Saying what I'm saying. When the white man aims black people, they do it for a reason. What's the reason? I have been saying this all the time. The same level of vitriol, insult, and humiliation directed towards black people. When was the last time you heard that a Japanese man was insulted by a white man? It's a simple question. When was the last time you heard that a Korean was insulted by a white man? Anything the white man can do, can the Japanese, people of the Orient, from the East, so also can they. You black people. The governor elected to serve the people is busy inviting their murderers to come in and kill them. As if Obiano, Umahi, all these idiots, that's Sarikini Fulani of Imo State. As if they've never read any history. Somebody should give them the books of the war from Alex Madiego. Give them the book to read. The pogrom. The same masters they are serving today, what they did to us between 1966 and 1970, courtesy of the British, of course. It's just like the mayor of Jerusalem running to a Nazi sympathizer in Germany and kill people in Jerusalem. Can you believe such rubbish? Can you believe such idiocy?
I didn't mean yesterday.
This is our people for you.
Yes, so I don't come again though. No election in Biafraland, whether they like it or not. I only two election on Africa Hausa. Election, when they talk about Jona, we say election, when they talk about Jona, when they talk about Jona, we say election, they talk about Jona, election, they talk about Jona, Biafraland, election. We say election. Ndị ọha na-eze ndị Igbo ndị okenye anụmanụ ma wee fụ eziokwu a ga-ekwu a na-ekwuli ya iru na maka ego ndị dum ndị ọchịchị anyị bụ ndị asị lekọtawa anyị wee gara anyị wee na-ekwuta ọkụkọ maka na anyị na-ekpere Chukwu okike asị ama ihe mmadụ na onye tụọ vootu ọ na ugwu Awụsa election Igbo niile mere ntị ọmasị na ọsọ tụmagwata ọnababe ya maka na udele ka nke ọbụla ọgwụ gee ntị ka m gwunu ọrụ anyị na ndị Awụsa ọdabarọzi ma ncha ndị Igbo gee ntị ka m gwunu ịfụnụka onye Awụsa lụrụ nọ n'Enugwu ịfụnụka onye Awụsa lụrụ nọ n'Aba ịfụnụka onye Awụsa lụrụ nọ n'Anambra mana ndị Igbo na-arụ ụlọ na Sokoto mana ndị Igbo na-arụ ụlọ na Abuja ọbụrụ ka anyị dozie ebe anyị maka na njem bụ njem maka na njem bụ njem onye ọzọ tụbara ya n'alabe ya ka anyị dozie ebe anyị na ndị Awụsa bụrụ otu ndị na-enwe ọgụ n'igbu mmadụ anyị na-ha bụrụ otu maka onye tụọ vootu ọ naba ugwu Awụsa onye tụọ vootu ọ naba ugwu Awụsa asị ma onye tụọ vootu ọ naba ugwu Awụsa onye tụọ vootu ọ naba ugwu Awụsa onye tụọ vootu ọ naba ugwu Awụsa election onye tụọ vootu ọ naba ugwu Awụsa election onye tụọ vootu ọ naba ugwu Awụsa Igbo niile onye tụọ vootu ọ naba ugwu Awụsa mere ntị onye tụọ vootu ọ naba ugwu Awụsa mere ọnụ election onye tụọ vootu ọ naba ugwu Awụsa election onye tụọ vootu ọ naba ugwu Awụsa onye tụọ vootu ọ naba ugwu Awụsa election onye tụọ vootu ọ naba ugwu Awụsa election onye tụọ vootu ọ naba ugwu Awụsa Igbo niile onye tụọ vootu ọ naba ugwu Awụsa mere ntị onye tụọ vootu ọ naba ugwu Awụsa mere ọnụ onye tụọ vootu ọ naba ugwu Awụsa election onye tụọ vootu ọ naba ugwu Awụsa election onye tụọ vootu ọ naba ugwu Awụsa the triple IE
Onye tụọ vootu mana ugwu Awụsa oge election Biafraland
Yes, so I don't come again, though. No election in Biafraland, whether they like it or not. But only two election, on a move Awụsa. Biafra niile, onye tụọ vootu ọ naba ugwu Awụsa election, onye tụọ vootu ọ naba ugwu Awụsa election, onye tụọ vootu ọ naba ugwu Awụsa Igbo niile, onye tụọ vootu ọ naba ugwu Awụsa mere ntị, onye tụọ vootu ọ naba ugwu Awụsa mere ọnụ, onye tụọ vootu ọ naba ugwu Awụsa election, onye tụọ vootu ọ naba ugwu Awụsa election, onye tụọ vootu ọ naba ugwu Awụsa ọkwa nwata chọba di ya ọbụla chọ nwa sokwu anyị kwuru n'ọnụ mana ndị isi dị na-agbaghara Naịjirịa nọrọ n'ọgbaghara anyị chọrọ election. We say election. We say
Mazi, please, over to you. Good evening, Mazi, Jonathan. Align your coming out clear, please. You are crystal clear. Please go. Alright, thank you. Thank you so much. Greetings to you, wonderful and great Biafrans. I want to say this hour, good evening, good morning, good afternoon, good night to you, depending on your time zone. My name is Mazi Chika, Edoziem. I come from Ipob. Ipob is in Olu province of Biafraland. By the grace of Chukwu, Abiyama, the creator of heaven and earth, I serve the indigenous people of Biafra in the Directorate of State as the head of Directorate. Wonderful Biafran, I have to go straight to the issue that I have to discuss tonight. But let me begin by giving a warm commendation to all of you, great and indefatigable, indomitable Biafrans worldwide. I want to commend with great joy in my heart the Biafrans who are in the war front in Biafraland, because that is what I describe our land as being like. All the difficulties that they pass through, all the harassment, all the torture, mental and physical, all the killings. There is no war front that can be more than what our people are going through in Biafraland. Therefore, I want to commend your tenacity. I want to commend your loyalty to the leader of this great movement, your tenacity to the cause of the Biafran people. I want to commend you especially for your total observance and total obedience to the order of sit at home, which the leadership of the indigenous people of Biafra put in place on the 21st of October, being yesterday, for us all to show our solidarity and support to our leader, who is being illegally and wickedly held by the authorities that, or the cabal that run the zoo called Nigeria. My commendation, of course, go to our legal team, who are doing a very sterling work, functions and their duties. I commend very much our elder, Dr. Chukwuemeka Ezife Opadike of Ibuku. I commend him because this is the second time he had been in the court for the case of our leader. The first time he was allowed, fortunately, inside the court, but our leader did not, they did not bring our leader to court. And this yesterday, he was also in court, very faithfully. But this time around, many of you have seen how that elder, how that respectable elder from our land was humiliated, how he was treated as nobody, how Opadike, a former governor in our land, was not allowed inside the court but was only given a chair outside to sit. And somebody put it very, very succinctly yesterday, asking, can these Janjaweed soldiers and policemen, the treatment they meted out on Opadike yesterday, Dr. Edoziem, can they do that to their so-called Sultan of Sokoto? Of course not. Why he asked that question is for all of us to use our common sense and understand that the zoo is nothing for us. I commend the elder that was also sitting with him. My apologies, I have tried to get his name, but I didn't have his name here as well, because they have begun, or they have really shown that this is about their son, and they must give all the support that is needed and that is required. I want to also commend Professor Ejiofor of the World Igbo Congress for his words of encouragement and words of hope to Biafrans yesterday when he appeared on this hallowed platform of Radio Biafra. My dear people, great Biafrans, I am sure that many of you, like myself, after seeing our leader yesterday, in fact, what we say here, we tanked back our energy, and now we have put on the hat and the shoe for this battle to go on as the shoe go on. One other thing that I need to bring to the attention of all Biafrans is that the fraudster in Nichols House has continued to destroy the homes and livelihoods of our people in Imo State. Yesterday it was Izombe, and today it was also Ipob. And when I say yesterday, I didn't mean yesterday like it happened, but figuratively. First of all, it was Izombe. They went there, they killed, they massacred, and they destroyed people's homes and people's means of livelihood. And the people who are elders in Biafraland, they saw nothing, they heard nothing, and they became dumb because they could not speak. And this imbecile, this fraudster, he took it as a word, as an acquiescence of the elders in Biafraland for him to continue his crime against the Biafran people. And he again sent in the Janjaweed army and soldiers in Osuhitupa. They maimed, they killed, and they destroyed. This man called Hopeless Uzodimma has been religiously turning our mothers and our fathers into homeless people. This man has been religiously making children motherless and fatherless. He has been working in accordance with the template that was given to him by the Hausa Fulani Caliphate. And I want to say on this holy platform, I want to say it now, that as Hopeless Uzodimma has made women I beg your pardon, excuse me, I need to take a water, please. I want to say it this very night, that as Hopeless Uzodimma has made women and men childless, so will his mother be childless. As he has made children fatherless and motherless, so will his children be fatherless and also be motherless. As he has made people homeless, there shall not fail one in his family who will not be homeless, because I call upon the land of Biafra that he has desecrated, and the blood of all those he has wasted on a daily basis, This man is spilling the blood of innocent, and I call on the blood of innocent to do their battle against this very fraudster in our midst. While Uzodinjo is doing the part assigned to him, there are those who were assigned to do the other part, to destroy the four pillars of this great movement that Orindu has put in place. They are now exposing themselves by the nonsense that they vomit. I want to let our people to pay attention to some of these things that these people talk about. Don't just listen if their nonsense comes your way. Don't just listen and then think deeply, pay attention to what comes out from them, because they are using their own mouth to tell us the goal and the agenda and the work that they have been given to do. And I want to tell you, like I did tell people before, their own part is focused upon to make sure while Uzodinma is spilling the blood of our people in conjunction with the one that calls himself David Umai in Ebony State, while these individuals are murdering, while they are causing sorrow and sadness to families in Biafraland. These other parts that were assigned the duty to do what? What they were assigned was to make sure that they focus on IPOB leadership. They focus on IPOB leadership, that is the Directorate of State. Their eyes are focused on the ESN. Their eyes are focused on our radio platform, the hallowed Radio Biafra London. And of course, their goal is to emancipate this movement financially. That is why I said, when they speak, when you ever had a time to listen very carefully, because they are using their own mouth to tell you the agenda, to tell you what they have been sent to do. But many of us will simply listen and they will not pay very much attention. In fact, I wish to ask the European rep, Mazi Osnabayim, there was a response he gave to the deputy head of directorate of this very movement, Mazi Chika, in one of our platforms. In that response, Mazi Abanim very rightly, he enunciated the goal of these people who have been sent to weaken the leadership, to destroy the leadership, to destroy the arm of the strength of this movement, the ESN, to take over our radio and then to emasculate us financially. These, as I said earlier, these are the four pillars of this movement, but I can promise them they are late in this their given task, because the train has already left the station. Mazi, please, that your response in our forum to Mazin Zurumike, make it public so that people can begin to see, they will read and understand where these people are coming from and what their agenda, what their goal, what their focus is in terms of making sure that they want to destroy this movement and to derail our march to freedom. And I promise them they have not been born. None born of woman has the mettle to do what they think they have been sent to do. They cannot destroy this movement. They cannot derail our focus. They cannot derail our march to freedom, and they have nothing. Even if they think that they will discourage people from supporting the ESN, they have forgotten that the ways of Chukwu is not the ways of men. And I promise them from the 23rd of August up to this moment, they have withheld the funds of ESN. Are we not taking care of our men? Of course, we are taking care of them, and we will continue to take care of them, and we will continue to make them, prepare them for the battle ahead, because my great people of Biafra, the battle is ahead of us. We must show our enemies what IPOB is made of. That they have not the little, they do not have what it takes to destroy or bring down this movement led by Mazi Kanu. And having said that, starting from next week, our continental reps should send to me the date for their ESN fundraising, so that this requisite authorization or the requisite authorization from my office will be appropriately given to them, and the date which they have chosen as the date for their fundraising continental, because we are going to do, first of all, we are going to embark on continent-wide fundraising for ESN. Each of the continents we have, each of the continental representatives we have, begin the plan after tonight to organize a fundraising in your continent for the ESN, for our ESN, of course, and make that date available so that we will not have clash of dates in this very, very project. Great people of Biafra, I need all of you to pay very, very good attention. Very, very good attention to what I'm going to say to you now. You know, these people, they think that they can try our leader, they can conduct a secret trial of our leader. That is not possible, and that cannot happen. They tried it before. They wanted to try him in secret because they had nothing against him. But as usual, they want to bring people that can cover their faces and come and postulate lies and half-truths in order for them to say that Onyendu has committed any crime against the zoo contraption. But they failed at that first time. And at this second time again, I promise you that they will fail. Now, they brought our leader to court yesterday. And as I always tell our people, you must be aware that the Fulani are working. They are working very, very religiously for the agenda that they have. And that agenda is nothing but to subsume every ethnic nationality, every indigenous nation in that contraption called the Zoological Republic of Nigeria, to subsume them, to oppress them, and to take over whatever belongs to you. And not only that they want to take over whatever belongs to you, they want to dehumanize you, that you will begin to think that you're not even worthy to live, and you will be even happy for you to have them, ruling over you. Now, yesterday, after all the theater that they did, and finally brought Onyendu to court, today, like we expected, like the Fulani are want to do, today the what is he called? The quota attorney general called Malami or whatever that is his name is, came out with some nonsense press statement, that I will plead and ask for your indulgence to allow me to read a little bit part of it. Now, after the usual greetings, he said, as you are aware, Nnamdi Kanu, the said Akin, I'm reading from what this man wrote, the self-acclaimed leader of the indigenous people of Biafra has been at the center of a subversive campaign against the Nigerian state. Consequently, Nnamdi Kanu was arrested on the 14th of October 2015. He was charged to court for treasonable felony among other crimes. He was granted bail by the Federal High Court, Abuja, on the 25th of April 2017. He, however, breached the bail conditions and fled abroad. That is Malami telling you. He has lost the memory of what happened to Onyemdu. These people are liars. They are all evil people. I don't even know if there is anything worse than evil that one can use to describe them. He cannot mention that they sent their battalion of soldiers with helicopters and fighter jets to a man who has no weapon, a man who was only speaking with his mouth, exercising his right of expression and right of the freedom of speech, a man that had not hurt a flag. They went to his home, jets, helicopter gunships, tanks, armored vehicles, and many battalions of soldiers for one man to kill him, because they know that there is only one obstacle for them not to realize their agenda, and that obstacle is Mazi Nnamdi Kanu, the leader of the indigenous people of Biafra, and this great movement that he has put in place and that he is leading. They know that man is the only person standing in their way of achieving their goal. So what do? As they always think, because for them, just kill whatever is standing on your way, and then you have solved the problem. That is their mentality, the Zoo mentality. Kill it, just kill the man, and then maybe they were thinking, just kill him, and then maybe hopefully for them 1 month or 2 weeks or whatever, there will be uproar, and then everywhere will calm down. They will now pump in the money that Gowon advised them that if he knew that the people love money that much, he wouldn't have even gone to war. He would just use money and give to us, or give to our people to use and fight themselves. That is now what they're doing. They are spreading the money that is coming, that is made from the resources in your land. They are spreading it. They're giving chicken part of it, the crumbs of it, to some of these idiots in the diaspora to think that they have the metal to even come close to derailing this great movement. But I will not digress that much. Now, this man forgot that they sent their army to go and kill our leader, and Chukwuabiama being Chukwuabiama, because nobody is above him. He saved our leader and made sure, because Onyindu has not accomplished the job, the work that heaven sent to him. Chukwuabiama, of course, made sure that he was not part of those that fell on that day. 28 young men and women, very young Biafrans, 28 or even more, lost their lives. This idiot did not remember it. He did not add that to his useless press conference. But I'll go on. And now, why in exile? I'm reading what he wrote. Why in exile? Nnamdi Kanu intensified his subversive campaign, using online Radio Biafra to instigate violence and incite members of IPOB to commit violent attacks against civil and democratic institutions, particularly the security personnel, independent National Electoral Commission, and civilians. He instigated the destruction of public and private properties across the country. That is Malami now talking here. Malami has forgotten Aba High School. Malami has forgotten Iguacha. Malami has forgotten Mpo Onitsha. Malami has forgotten all the areas where they have consistently mowed down young men and women who only crime was that they came out with a flag, nothing but a flag, not even a stick, not a stone, a flag expressing their God-given freedom of speech and freedom of association. His man has conveniently forgotten all this, and he is now in turn telling us that we are now the aggressors and they are the victims. I'll continue. As a result of these criminal activities, IPOB was proscribed and designated a terrorist organization by a federal high court sitting in Abuja. Can you hear that? As a result of our flying our flags and protesting peacefully, even though we were being killed, we wrote and wrote and complained and cried, we buried our dead. Nothing happened, nobody had us, nobody listened, nobody paid attention. They went ahead and called us terrorists, and they used their January court to stamp that name they gave to us. But of course, the international community knows that these people are no terrorists, and they ignored that nonsense from their court. But bear in mind, since 2017, even though that our lawyers had filed a case in court challenging that ex parte order, listen again, that order from the court designating IPOB as a terrorist organization was an ex parte order. Ex parte order, for those who understand law, is an order given by the judge in chambers. There is no representation. They went to their Fulani judges and then asked them, give us this thing we are looking for. Of course, they gave them what they are looking for. But then when our lawyers called them to challenge them in an open court, 2017 counting, up to this moment I'm speaking to you, they have been running away from their court to come and defend that nonsense terrorist name or tag that they gave the Biafran people fighting for their freedom. Now, I read more. He said, despite the proscription of IPOB by the federal government, Nnamdi Kanu continued this subversive campaign, instigating and inciting broadcasts to direct members of the IPOB to launch attacks on government. The NSAS protests of October 2020 played into the sinister plans of Nnamdi Kanu. This is Malami writing, whereby he sees the protest through subversive, that is the only English word you know, nonsense man, through subversive and inciting online broadcasts, and actively commanded and directed attacks on security personnel and facilities. These people are worse than evil. They did not remember that they mowed down and massacred people who were freely and peacefully protesting at the Lekki in Lagos. People just gathered, even with their useless green, white, green flag. Those who they did not have Biafran flag. These people, NSAS protesters, they were not Biafrans. Now you want to say that IPOB is the people who took it over by within Nnamdi Kanu, took it over and then hijacked it. That is his reason. But you can imagine these young men have suffered at the hands of the security apparatus of the zoo, and one day they said enough is enough. That did not stop these murderers from going there where they were peacefully and peaceably gathering and protesting to mow them down and kill many people there. Up to today, have you heard anything about their investigation, their inquiry? Nothing. They extended it to Obibo. In Obibo, the one that they called, what's his name? Nike, became their houseboy there. and he allowed them to decimate and kill and murder very many young Biafran men and women. Their time and day of recompense is coming. Chukwuabema shall bear us witness. I read further. As a result of this broadcast, members of IPOB attacked and killed security personnel and burned down police stations and on and on and on. And then he goes on. He says on the 12th December 2020, ESN Security Network was formed by Namdekan as an armed wing of IPOB with the mandate to advance the nefarious agenda of the outlaws group. ESN continued to launch attacks on security personnel, civilians perceived as enemies, as well as destruction of private and public properties. Now, he was not satisfied labeling the non-violent IPOB family members as being the aggressors. Now he was now saying that the ESN that Onyendu formed specifically to ensure that our forests are safe for our mothers, for our fathers, for our women, our daughters and sisters to go and farm. The ESN that our leader put in place to ensure that we are not starved to death, because that was the agenda. They come to our farms. Can you imagine such wickedness? Somebody will carry their farm, their animal all the way from the north. They will not destroy the farms because they know they are farmers as well. They will not go to the northern part of the zoo to use the farm produce being cultivated not to feed the animal. No, they will not do that. They deliberately, they purposely, they consciously brought their animals down to the south for the single objective of destroying farm produce that are still not ready to be harvested, and then we will be in what we call we will have food shortages, and they will use that as well to blackmail us, as they did when they said that there will be no more food to be shipped from the north to the south. So Onyendu put this ESN in place to ensure that we do not fall into that danger of the plan of the enemy, of the Fulani Caliphate. Now they are saying, because this ESN did marvelously well, because they made our farmland safe. They are so bitter. Now they want to say that ESN was formed for what? To attack their useless government personnel. Who has time for you? For their government personnel. We have our objective, and ESN also have the objective that they were the reason why they were set up. Now, the destructive, listen again, and that is very important that we pay attention here. The destructive activities of IPOB ESN pose serious threat to Nigerian national security. The bandits, the Boko Haram, the ISWA, these peoples and the Fulani herdsmen, their activities, of course, they are doing moonlight play. Their activities never became any threat to their so-called Nigerian national security. No, it is non-armed IPOB family members, non-violent indigenous people of Biafra, and the very ESN that was set up to even checkmate their terrorist herdsmen that now he has found his voice to describe them as being or as posing a serious threat to their national security. And he goes on and he says that this posing of ESN and IPOB as a threat to their national security and the corporate existence of the zoo resulted into the rearrest of Nnamdi Kanu and members of his group. Pay attention. He said the rearrest. I said these people are liars. And when we tell you that the zoo is a den of, in fact, the demon himself habits in the zoo. That is why their minister of communication is called Elijah Muhammad. He is a liar because he can be the chief liar, and that's why they made him a minister for communication. Now he said that they rearrest our leader. Where did you rearrest him? He did not say here, because he is a man who is on a mission. The rendition, the extraordinarily, let me remind him if he forgot, that you, the zoo, extraordinary rendition the leader from Kenya to the zoo. Therefore, you have committed a crime in international jurisprudence. You have committed a crime, and you are now, as usual, you are trying to turn the tables against us because you think you have the resources, you have the money to buy the shut up media houses, you have the money to engage in lobbyists all over the world. But we will tell you that all those that are working with you, all those that have gathered, be them in the zoo or outside of the zoo, you have gathered, and your gathering is not of Chukwuabiama and Chukwu. You will scatter your gathering into the four winds that he has made, and into the four market days that are guiding the four winds of the earth. We promise you that. Now he continues to say that the eventual rearrest of Nnamdi Kanu in June 2021 and some members of his group led to the inauguration of a presidential ad hoc committee comprising 24 members. Now listen, pay attention. These 24 members were drawn from where? Number one, Federal Ministry of Justice, where this imbecile is heading, a Fulani man. Federal Ministry of Information, where the liar Muhammad is heading, a Fulani man. Federal or whatever Nigerian police force, headed by an Inspector General of Police, a Fulani man. National Department of State Services, headed by a Fulani man. National Intelligence Agency, headed by a Fulani man. Defense Intelligence Agency, headed by a Fulani man. This committee, this Fulani committee, this Fulanized committee is the committee that gathered together, that the impostor attacks in Aso Rock gathered together in order to do what? To find a cause, a reason, a ground to do what? To implicate this great movement and also to implicate our leader. I will not go further to read what nonsense he wrote here, but I want to make a statement tonight. And Biafrans, you must pay attention. The indigenous people of Biafra will not be part of that game that they are playing. That they brought our leader to court yesterday and only allowed pleas to be taken, and then what happened? They postponed or adjourned that case to November the 10th. This is what is going to happen, and this is the demand of the indigenous people of Biafra tonight, being the 22nd day of October. 22nd day, Friday, the 22nd day of October 2021, exactly at 20 hours 42, that is 42 minutes after 8 o'clock, and 42 minutes past top of the hour in Biafraland or any other place you may be. Our leader, Mazi Nnamdi Kanu, must be released unconditionally. That is the demand that the indigenous people of Biafra are making tonight. Our leader must be released unconditionally, and that must be before this their usual date that they have set which is the 10th of November. And in addition to releasing our leader, these people must give a date for referendum. They must announce a date for referendum for Biafrans to decide our fate, that of our children and that of generations unborn. Only you cannot be tried secretly, because yesterday they prevented journalists from accessing the courtroom or even coming into the court compound. They prevented lawyers from coming into the court premises or the courtroom. Now their plan is to, place a cover or a kind of secrecy behind or for this very trial of our leader, and try him under their useless I don't want to offend any religion, but they want to try him under their Sharia nonsense. But that will not happen. That cannot happen. I am saying that from tonight, the 22nd of October 2021, up until the 4th of November 2021, the zoo must release our leader. I will repeat, from tonight, this is our demand and it cannot be changed. They must release our leader unconditionally, because he has committed no crime. He has committed no crime. They must release him unconditionally, and they have from tonight up until the 4th of November. If by the 4th of November they do not release our leader, from the 5th of November, the indigenous people of Biafra will go back to the trenches, and we will call an indefinite. In fact, we will begin that sit-at-home that we had initially said we will carry out if our leader did not come. And I'm saying now, from the 5th of November, if by the 4th our leader does not come out, the 5th of November shall be, we will announce a sit-at-home until the court date. The only date that will be exempted from this date will be the date that is a Sunday, when people will be allowed to go to do their prayer, to do their worship, to go to churches. That Sunday they will be allowed to prepare, fill in their resources. I mean, put things buy things that they need. And as I'm saying it now, Biafrans must understand that the battle has just started. So begin to prepare your mind. Begin to prepare yourself. Physically and mentally, we must be strong. We must be strong for us to win this battle. Not that anybody will begin to tell you any story, and then people will begin to talk one thing or the other. From now, from this night, from tomorrow, begin to prepare for the eventuality that from the 5th of November 2021, there will be a lockdown of Biafraland until the date of the court, which they have announced, which is the 10th of November 2021. And with exception, let me repeat, exception that the Sunday, when this sit-at-home will commence, the Sunday following it shall not be a sit-at-home, because our people who are very religious and who have great faith in Chukwadema, we will allow them to go and pray and worship in their respective churches and their respective places of worship. And I want to state and say very, very carefully here, those that call themselves our religious leaders, those that call themselves our traditional rulers, the zoo has fixed their next court date for the 10th of November. If that court date will hold, because our expectation is that they must release him because they have notice against him. Forget these concoctions here that Mahami just brought out today afternoon. They still do not have anything against Wachineke, and they must release him. But if they did not and continue to hold their court case on 10th of November, if you are traditional ruler in Biafraland, you people must now come together because you must send a delegation to Abuja. If you people are church leaders declared in Biafraland, you must now begin to plan because you must send a delegation to Abuja for that court date. We have to begin to know those who are for the people and those who are not for the people. And it is now, the next court date will show us if you are part of those whom the enemy is using to destroy our land, whom the enemy and the politicians are using to impoverish our people, whom they are using to subjugate our people, and we will take note of that, and time will of course help us to do what is needed to be done going forward. Great Biafrans, we know that we've heard, but we want them to confirm it. But I am not even waiting for them to confirm it. What I want to say this evening is that the impostor in Aso Rock is not welcome anywhere in Biafraland anymore. He is not welcome. Because we heard that the man in Ebonyi State called David Umai is planning to make him or bring him to Ebonyi State to come and visit and do what, and I don't know what he built or whatever. He was doing his duty. Of course, even if you build anything, that is the job why you become a governor. Nobody should praise you or clap for you because you build a road. Now we heard that they are making plans for this impulse to come to Ebonyi State. We will give them the same treatment we gave him in Imo State, because none of them is welcome in our land. You cannot hold the leader of a nation. You cannot hold our leader and you come to our land to laugh at us. You come to our land to urinate on the graves of those that you killed through your army. Therefore, Buhari or whatever he calls himself is not welcome anywhere in Biafraland until our leader is released. And if our leader allows him or allows anybody that we represent him wants to come, that is the prerogative. But as far as we are concerned, he is not welcome. Anytime he comes, we will give him, we will tell him he is unwelcome, and we will give him the treatment that Biafrans always give those that are like him. And going forward, also, from tonight, any program or event that is Nigerian in nature, being organized by any zoo agency or ministry or department, any event that they want to organize in our land, they must get the permission of the owners of that land. They must get our permission, because Biafraland belongs no longer to them. You cannot come into somebody's land and then begin to do what you want without getting permission. You cannot do that. And from tonight, those who want to bring any event from the zoo, and they may call it educational outreach, or they may call it health, whatever. You cannot. Those things will not happen in our land anymore. If you try, we will of course mobilize our people to do what, to boycott such things, and of course you must take permission from the owners of the land. You must obtain permission before you bring anything that is Nigerian nation into our land. Biafrans, we must understand that we are in a very, very precarious time. We are in a very, very dangerous time, and it is desired and demanded of us that we must all be very attentive, that we must all be very, very at alert. We must be very, very at alert, because they are not relenting. Those whom they have recruited, they are not relenting. Therefore, we must not relent. Our eyes must continue to be on board. Our destination is nothing but Biafra. Our objective is nothing but a restored, independent, and sovereign Biafran nation. But the short-term objective that we have today, because that Biafra that we are seeking, we will be led into that new Biafra by only one person, and that is Onye Mazi. Therefore, our short-term objective, our immediate concern must be, all hands must be on deck, that we must ensure that he is out from the hands of the enemy, to continue the march to our freedom, and to continue to bring this very, very heaven-ordained project to a very, very victorious conclusion, that Chika may take the glory, and that we all may, of course, be able to enjoy. Biafrans, Biafra for us is not just a name. Biafra for us is our heritage. Biafra is our identity, and Chukwuka, the owner of Biafraland, the spirit that owns Biafra, it is only him that we bow down, and it's only him that we worship. And having said that, the Psalms reading continues. We have, today is 146. We have very few days to conclude this. Everyone must continue to read the Psalms. Those who have not been doing that, follow the last days is being done for us all to get to the end of it. And then, of course, the 50th day, I believe there shall be a day, it should be, I understand, they are planning a day of thanks and praises to all of you. A day of thanks and praises to Chukwuka. Therefore, I want to thank all of you for listening. I want to continue to encourage all of you. Tighten your belt, because we have entered the stage where we all must no longer overlook all the shenanigans that is coming from the zoological of Nigeria. We must be prepared for what they are coming with. We know how they operate. We know what their minds are. We know what their objectives are. And we must not allow them to dictate it. That is the reason why this Malami came out today after yesterday. They are thinking, they have seen their leader. Now they are happy. Now let us hit them. We know that you will do your takiya stuff, because that is your nature. You will do your takiya. You think you have shown our leader. You will now come and use the hammer on us. But we are waiting for you. And Chukwuka is leading this battle. And for us, victory is assured, and Chukwuka shall take the glory. Therefore, I want to say from here and from me, may Chukwuka abide and guide and strengthen all of you in your duties. May he keep you focused. May he keep you loyal. May you understand that without matchmaking, that without Onyendu, our generation is doomed. And all the sacrifices that all those of us are making in Biafraland, think about it. It is just but for a while, because the joy of victory shall last eternity upon us and upon our children and generations upon. May we keep to you. Good night and sleep very well. Thank you so much.
Yes, Lord. I don't come again, though. No election in Biafraland, whether they like it or not. And only two election. On Abuja Hausa. Sampe. Biafra nile. Onye tọmọ tọna Abuja Hausa. Election. Onye tọmọ tọna Hausa. Election. Onye tọmọ tọna Abuja Hausa. Igbo nile. Onye tọmọ tọna Hausa. Anụmanụ mere ntị. Onye tọmọ tọna Hausa. Ekwurekwu o mere ọnụ. Onye tọmọ tọna Hausa. No election. Onye tọmọ tọna Hausa. No election. Onye tọmọ tọna Hausa. Ọmọ mẹjọba díẹ̀. Ọbụla chọkwa. Sọkwa anyị kwuru n'ọnụ. Mana ndị isi dị na-agbaghara. Naijiria nọrọ n'ọgbaghara. Anyị chọrọ nke anyị. No referendum. No referendum. No election. In all Biafraland. Maka onye gọọmenti ọ na-akwụkwọ Hausa. Ọsọ n'ugwu anyị. Ụlọ kwụsị anyị. No election. Onye gọọmenti ọ na-akwụkwọ Hausa. No election. Onye gọọmenti ọ na-akwụkwọ Hausa. No election. Onye gọọmenti ọ na-akwụkwọ Hausa. Igbo niile. Onye gọọmenti ọ na-akwụkwọ Hausa. Anụmanụ mere ntị. Onye gọọmenti ọ na-akwụkwọ Hausa. Ekwurekwu o mere ọnụ. Onye gọọmenti ọ na-akwụkwọ Hausa. No election. Onye gọọmenti ọ na-akwụkwọ Hausa. No election. Onye gọọmenti ọ na-akwụkwọ Hausa. Something. Maka echi na mkpụrụ. Ọkwa maka na onye isi anyị bụ Mazi Nnamdi Kanu siri onye atụla votu. Ka ndị isi niile ji na-agbaghara. Ndị ọha na-eze ndị Igbo, ndị okenye anụmanụ. Ma wee fụ eziokwu a na-ekwu a na-ekwuli ya iru na maka ego ndị zu. Ndị ọchịchị anyị bụ ndị asị lekọtawa anyị wee gara anyị wee na-ekwute ọkụkọ. Maka na anyị na-ekpere Chukwu okike asị ama. Ihe mmadụ na onye tụọ vootu nọ na ugwu Hausa. Onye tụọ vootu ọ na ugwu Hausa. No election. Onye tụọ vootu ọ na ugwu Hausa. No election. Onye tụọ vootu ọ na ugwu Hausa. Igbo.
Attention, IPOB One Family. This announcement is for those outside of the USA that wish to donate to the Eastern Security Network Fund that is based in the United States. Because of the fees that donators have to pay the bank when sending wires, we recommend that if you're sending less than $250, that you donate through the IPOB USA website. It's fast, simple, and less expensive for you. Go to our website, www.ipobinusa.org/donate. That is www.ipobinusa.org/donate and make your contribution. When it comes to keeping our people safe, every bit counts. After all, the security of our communities is our responsibility. Let's make this happen together.
Mr. Bella once again. Wisdom, feel it, yeah. Say Biafra will last forever. They say Ethiopia not to stand. What did they know? What did they know? Let's see. What did they see? Give me a gun. I will shoot them aside. Give me a gun. Give me a gun. I will shoot them aside. Give me a gun. I will shoot them aside. Give me a gun. Give me a gun. Shoot them aside. Give me a gun. I will shoot them aside. They're falling forever. 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 Ogerugo Manige Tekanola, the lovers of Biafra. This is the time we need to come together and fight for what is belong to us. Ogerugo Manige bandits who want to make us a part of Africa. Ada Pekiti na Pesugo, Mboge Rune Sinaga Mapeno, out of his wisdom, giving us somebody like Nnamdi Kanu for this our race nation. Biafra will last forever. They say Ethiopia no go stand, no go stand. Did they know? What do they know? Let's see. What do they see? If they give me a gun, I go shoot them aside. If they give me a gun, I go shoot them aside. If they give me a gun, I go shoot them aside. If they give me a gun, I go shoot them aside. If they give me a gun, I go shoot them aside. Oh no, see what you put our hero have it once he never stop. Mazi Nnamdi Kanu but no phone we stop, he cannot stop it. Biafra will live forever. Believe me.
But independence for Nigeria as a corporate entity is not enough. The peoples of Nigeria must at the same time be guaranteed their freedom. We must ensure that in an independent Nigeria, individual citizens throughout the land enjoy liberty, human dignity, and equality under the law. There must be one Nigeria with one constitution and one law for all. Let us therefore, Mr. Chairman, sir, close our ears to the counsel of despair, which says that we cannot here at this conference agree on a constitution.
yes I know. Oh, yes I know. Oh, yes I know. Yes I know. Oh, yes I know. Oh, yes I know. Oh, yes I know. Yes I know. Justice is coming. Justice is coming. Justice is coming. Oh, yes I know. Justice is coming. Justice is coming. Justice is coming. Oh, yes I know. Oh, yes I know. Oh, yes I know. Oh, yes I know. Yes I know. Oh, yes I know. Oh, yes I know. Oh, yes I know. Yes I know. Freedom is coming. Freedom is coming. Freedom is coming. Oh, yes I know. Freedom is coming. Freedom is coming. Freedom is coming. Oh, yes I know. Oh, yes I know. Oh, yes I know. Oh, yes I know. Yes I know. Oh, yes I know. Oh, yes I know. Oh, yes I know. Yes I know.
Welcome, welcome, welcome. So I want everybody to switch to enter Biafra live streaming app. That's where we are live. We are also live on YouTube for those watching from YouTube. We have already 1K people, 1,000 people watching from Facebook in just this short time. But we are sorry, we are going to take you out, and because Facebook has dealt with us, you know, and we will not continue to rely on Facebook for our brokers. They dealt with us, and we are building our own media. Our own app is ready, and it is downloadable. For those who have the link, you watch from there directly. And those who did not have the link yet, it will be available tomorrow, probably on Play Store and App Store, both on both platforms. The app, live streaming app for Enter Biafra, will be available tomorrow. I've been promised that it will be available tomorrow in App Store. Thank you very much. You watching from Facebook, switch over to the other side. I love you all. Right. Welcome, 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 welcome. This is the 20th day of October 2021. And it is the eve of Mazi Court. The eve of Nnamdi Kanu Court. Tomorrow is going to be the day we will determine the future of this struggle. Tomorrow will be a day we are going to determine how ruthless or destructive this struggle will become. It will be how they handle our leader in court. But that is not what I have come. I have come here this evening. We are going to pray. We are going to pray. Those people that every time they see me online, they are calling me. I don't know what is in their mind. Somebody will see me online, and that is when they are going to be calling me on phone. What I will do now is that I will pick the phone and let the person talk, since the person wants to talk. So continue talking. Tomorrow, who is this? And you are calling me when I'm online. Very important. Which of the inbox? Name. Okay. All right, thank you. I will. About that, that was a message. All right. So, what I have come to do this evening is to make some comment and warning using the CCTV footage from the Biafra CCTV. Some time ago, I told you all that we have mounted CCTV camera Biafraland that is going to be used to monitor the carnage and activities of the Nigeria Boko Haram infiltrated Nigeria army. And we have captured many of the atrocities. We have captured many of their carnage. We have captured many of crimes of the Nigeria army on CCTV camera. So sometimes it is not just enough that we keep quiet and only to use those footage at the right place, but also we need to save life. We need to inform them that we are again telling them publicly that we are monitoring every activities of the Nigeria army in Biafraland. We want to tell them that not why we are releasing the footage is not because we want to expose where the cameras are, because the camera, you can't see them. You can't see the camera. For those who are worried, oh, you want to expose the CCTV where so that they will go and destroy it. You are this, you are that. You are not aware of how the CCTV got there, so you will not be aware of how they are going to destroy it. CCTV cameras is invisible. You can't see them. You can't see them. So whenever we come to post anyone that we feel like posting, know that nobody can see them. If they like, they should go and bring bulldozer to bulldozer the whole place. They can't see the CCTV camera. What we are trying to do is to caution the Nigeria army that Boko Haram, part of them, so they are not interested in the caution. We are cautioning them, but at the same time, we are also creating awareness to those who put their life and who believe in the integrity of the Nigeria army, so that they also will understand that what we are doing is that we are bringing evidences, fact, for those who are putting their mind and belief on Nigeria army that have come. They are bringing them to come and save of Biafra from whatever, I don't know. Those governors or the leaders that are bringing the army a solution, according to them, as a solution to what the politicians are doing in our land, should now come and watch this evening. The impunity of the Nigerian military they are bringing into our land, thinking that they are coming for solution. Instead of the Nigerian army coming for solution, according to how they claim, what they claim, they are now coming with terror. Coming to our land with terror. Coming to our land to commit atrocities, genocide. They have unleashed the worst carnage on our land. But do you know, how many of you remember? I told them they are going to leave Biafra in shame. They are going to leave Biafraland in shame. How many of you remember? Huh? How many of you remember when I said they are going to live in Biafra? They are going to live from Biafraland in shame. I also reminded them the worst mistake they have done is to bring military into Biafraland. And believe me, everybody will be alive. How it will end. This evening I have come to show you some of the things that I want to show you. And then we go into our prayers, because today is going to be praying day as well. Go into our prayers immediately after this exposition, or after this warning, or after this awareness, however you may call it. Go into prayer for Mazi Nnamdi Kanu. Remember, this is the eve of Mazi Nnamdi Kanu's court. Special day. will determine how we are going to move forward from here. Do not be moved. Do not be frightened by the activities of some nincompoop who parade themselves on social media. Don't allow them to weigh your spirit down. Don't allow them to push you to do things you don't want to do. Make sure you remain yourself. Make sure you do the things you have been doing. Make sure you do not deviate. Make sure you are resolute. Make sure you are consistency in whatever you do for the struggle for Biafra. Very, very important. Very important. Without wasting much of your time, it's time to move. First of all, before we go forward, I would like to start by playing a video some of you may have seen. I want to play this video to kickstart this program. Right, here we go. Go. Some of you may have seen this video. I just want you to understand that custom operative officer bandit bags of rice for safety. I want you to understand the lies, the propaganda that the Nigeria Fulani to the media. Listen to this.
In Katsina State, he told reporters that the operatives had to offer 7 bags of rice to the bandits who, he said, were operating in Dusima local government area of the state.
We are not working for only custom. We are working for the nation. And we are working for you people.
We are not working only for the custom. We are working for the nation and we are working for you people. Now, I want you to understand this here. You know, it takes a criminal to know a criminal. It takes a criminal to know a criminal. To know a criminal is when you are a criminal. For those who are into bribery and corruption, when you listen to them, some of them, they told them, oh, you are paying money, they have collected money from here, they have collected money from there. Actually, it is what they practice. So they believe that every other agitators, they believe that most of the agitators like me, that we are also collecting money from the government of Nigeria because that is what they do. They know how to do it. Some also believe that Simon EKPA have paid money to many of Biafrans all over the world. I don't know how is it possible that Simon EKPA will be paying money to almost everybody, millions and millions of people on social media to go and defend Simon EKPA. They are not defending Simon EKPA. I have said nobody should defend me. They are not defending Simon EKPA. They are defending Biafra. They are defending what I believe in. They are defending the thing that I believe in. They are defending the struggle. They are not defending Simon EKPA. So those who say that Simon EKPA has paid money to everybody, I don't know. They still call me poor and they still say I pay money. So I don't know how a poor man will go and pay money to millions of Biafrans to start defending him. You see, it is because they have paid money to them to come and say those things. So they believe that because the people that are with us are overwhelming, the people that are supporting the truth are overwhelming. So everybody is shocked. How is it possible that Simon EKPA has paid all of them? How is it possible that women in America have paid all of them? How is it possible that the women in America gave money to Simon EKPA to build up? All these things is because what they are guilty of. They are doing it is something they have done. Somebody will say something today, tomorrow they will give him money, he will say another thing. So my people, anybody that comes out on social media and starts calling you criminal, they are the first criminal. Remember our leader, they have called our leader, they blackmail our leader, they say our leader is a criminal, they call him this, they call him that. People that called our leader criminals ended up embezzling the money of IPOB. See, some of them that called our leader criminal, they ended up, embezzling the money of IPOB. Tell you again, some people that are constituting a lot of nuisance today, they are the people that are committing all manner of fraudulent activities. Nzama. They will be shouting on radio, criminal, criminal, criminal. But they are the real criminal because they believe that you are doing what they are doing. But one thing is that they don't know from which angle you are doing the thing they are doing. How you are managing it. So my people, anybody you see shouting on Radio Biafra that some people are criminals, she is the biggest criminal in this struggle. And the time shall tell. So I want you to understand what this man said. This man said, we are not only serving the Nigeria custom, we are serving the nation and we are serving you. I do not understand what he means by you. Talking to you as a Biafra. When he say you, he is not talking to you. Or did he give you a bag of rice? Did he give you a bag of rice? No, no, I am asking you. I want you to listen to this again and tell me and answer my question. Whether when this man say, we are serving not only custom, we are serving the nation and we are serving you. I want you to answer my question. Are you the one that he is serving? You think he's referring to you? He's not referring to you. He's referring to bandit. He's referring to terrorists. And in other words, the general name of these whole people is what we call the jihadists. That is the people he's serving. And he gave them rice. He didn't give you. But he has come to say, we are, we are fighting for you. We are not only serving you, we are serving you too. So he's telling the bandit that they are serving them as well, not you. Because he did not benefit from that rice. Now let us watch.
State. He told reporters that the operatives had to offer 7 bags of rice to the bandits who, he said, were operating in Busima local government area of the state.
We're not working for only custom. We are working for the nation. And we are working for you people. As I come my life, go to Edoziem to enter the bush where the bandits are. If I tell you last time I have encounter with them, to the extent that they are a little bit friendly with us.
Do you hear that? And let me tell you, if you notice, understand that video was caught. I have to look for the full video because I'm waiting for the day I'm going to make exposition on this particular video. The day is coming when I have the full video. So if you know that you have the full video, please forward it to me. I need the full video. When you watch, you find out that they cut some part of that video. So I want to watch the full video, so I will make my analysis there. But what I want to tell you that the man said, we went to the bush. I risked my life. Went to the bush. Found it. What I don't know now is that cover this item or did they take the 7 bags of rice, risking their life to the bandit in the forest? This is the reason why I want the complete video. To ascertain the fact whether they recovered this item from the bandit. They visit the bush to go and give them bag of rice. So I want this video. I want this video, complete video of this man. So that to teach our people. I want to know which one did that they went there, a solidarity visit. There to rescue kidnappers, people that are kidnapped, or or they went there to recover these items that we are seeing on the screen, or to give 7 bags of rice from the items seized from the people. Alena Katan, I see you. Here. This is our wonderful and powerful supporter from Finland.
Thank you for watching.
So everybody